We're gonna begin the meeting. Commissioner Castaneda, you do our prayer.
Yes, I will. Dear Lord, as we gather for this meeting, we ask for clarity in our discussions and wisdom in our decisions. And may we approach our work with respect and understanding. Thank you for the opportunity to work together. Amen.
Thank you. Carnegie, call roll, please.
Yes, sir. Chairman Rick Figueroa,
Here.
Vice Chairman Tom Butler, Dr. Ray Callis, Dr. Gary Wesson,
Here.
Commissioner Nora Castaneda,
Here,
Commissioner Lori Hyde,
you're muted, Lori.
Sorry again. Here.
thank you, Commissioner Sujit Rakshram.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Excellent. We're gonna wait on the motion, commissioners. Commissioner Butler will be here in a second, and then we'll get a motion to excuse Dr. Callis, if you don't mind. Are there any open public comments?
No, sir.
Okay. All right, and then with that, we're gonna go into executive sessions. We'll go into executive session to consult with our attorney under section 551.071, subsection 1, 551.071, subsection 2, 551.074 under the government code. The time is 10:03. After the executive session, we'll take a break, come back here, and you're thinking 30. So we'll do 10:35. We'll come back here and pick up any action items from the executive session. Begin with the case. All right. And Doug, we're doing it in here?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. Commissioners, stand by if you don't mind, please. Motion can be just pending for sign measures. Bernie, you good?
Sir, I'm ready.
Courtney? You good? Time is 10:55 and we're back in session. There are no action items needed from executive session. I need a motion on Dr. Callis.
Chair, you accept absence of Dr. Callis?
Second? Second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. We're gonna table the minutes, item F, commissioners, we'll accept those in the October meeting. We'll pass those, item G, discussion, so staff. Please.
Good morning, Chair, Commissioners. I'm Nicole Oria, Transition Special Counsel. Agenda item G is for approval to enter into a new contract for the internal audit of lottery programs as required under Texas Government Code 2102.005. The contract is for 1 year with 3 possible 1-year renewals. We've received SAO approval to issue the solicitation originally. Commissioners have independently confirmed they have no financial interest in the proposed vendor. The audit committee met this week to review the recommendation, and I'm happy to answer any questions. Otherwise, I will yield to Commissioner Butler to discuss the audit committee's recommendation.
Mr. Chair.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much, Nicole. I want to start off by saying, I've heard great things about the Lottery Commission and the purchasing program that they administer. And that means something coming from our agency, I believe. It's just not a hollow, it's not hollow gratitude. It really does mean something because I think our agency does things very, very well. Having said that, I think the audit committee has been meeting to discuss the audit. Both TDLR a couple of weeks ago and most recently with the lottery audit. And I would like to, I'd like to make a motion that we accept the recommendation as provided by staff. And I'd like to welcome the new members to our agency, the lottery staff, the bingo staff. Welcome, you're home here now. So, want you to be part of this and offer any suggestions to make our agency better. We've always kind of encouraged ground up opinions and advice. And so you're going to see that as time goes. But having said all that, we've only been given a few days, right? We're 4 days into the new program. And so we like to take things slow and methodically and know that we're doing a good job. So I would like to accept the motion, or I would like to make the motion that we accept the audit firm as recommended by staff for 1 year. And again, like I said, we take things slow and methodically, and we have more than 4 days in the next year to look at the options as well. So thank you, everybody that was part of this process. We know it's a long process and it's not always easy. So thank you for being a part of it. And that's my motion, Mr. Chair.
Let me get this clear here and accept the audit vendor that we have
Yes,
with immediate rebid.
yes, sir.
Next year.
In 1 year. Yeah.
That's good. Is there a second? All right, any further discussion?
Chair, I would like to discuss something. As you know that, I understand the time constraints, what's going on. We had this discussion earlier. Right now, it is not lottery, it is TDLR period right now. So the division lottery, they have their own auditors in the past and everything. I would like to request the staff to come up with what kind of the conflicts we have, or if any of the vendors are working on the audit, they are working on something. So we got to have a clear path right there in terms of cross right there, because there may be a vendor working with us, maybe working with lottery too, or vice versa, whatever it is. So we as an entity, we got to look into it. I would rather want the staff to come up with a plan to see where we have all those conflicts right there, and come with the totality of a package to go for an audit. Or if the auditor can accept or delay our plan from November 1st, whatever it is, to a month or two, because we got to be audited as TDLR right now, not a separate entities right there. So that's what I'm more concerned about that. But, you know, we got to be together.
Can I address something?
Okay, good. Any other questions before Commissioner Butler, Vice Chair Butler? Okay, go ahead.
Oh, thank you. So Commissioner Droxram, as usual, you always make great arguments. And it's hard for me to refute those arguments on the substance of them. We do need to take a look at things in their totality. I would just, remind you that we've been into this program for 4 days. We've had it since about June, the end of June, no less. So it's just a time constraint that we haven't had enough time to go through every auditor that the lottery uses, compare them to the auditors that TDLR uses. And so I think those are great arguments that you're making, absolutely fantastic arguments. And I wish I had a better answer other than time has not allowed that to happen. Time will allow it to happen in the future. And I look forward to more of your suggestions, more of your concerns, because they feed into the context in which we make these decisions. So once again, you're showing your brilliance, and we will take all of those into consideration as we continue forward. It's only a 1-year contract now. And so we'll see where we are, but it does buy us some time. And we do have a hard cutoff November 1st that we have to have an auditor submitted or an audit submitted to the state.
In terms of procurement, as the procurement can it allow for 1 year, or what is it?
Yes,
in our
yes.
purview?
The motion is to accept the vendor with an immediate bid for the next year.
Okay.
That's his motion. That's his motion.
Okay. Can
Second by Dr. West.
yes. Last question. Can the staff be directed to present to us potential what's going on internally to Vice Chair Butler, to see what kind of auditors we have and where everything ties back into this totality of the agency?
Right. That would be addressed to Courtney, and she can make sure that that happens in the interim, for sure. You understand what Commissioner Doctor was asking?
Just take an overall look at the audits of the various parts of the agency and look for some alignment opportunities and
Or any
potential
conflict of
misalignment.
interest?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
if we do this right now, we need to have a parallel, barriers right there, so they can't be, we may have internally people working against each other or whatever it is. So that's the reason why we got to have some roadblocks for them to go the path whatever choosing right there.
Good. Any other comments? All right, all in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, Nicole. Item H, Commissioners. Advisory Board Meeting. Yeah. For bingo.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Good morning, Chairman, Commissioners. I'm Susanna Holt-Catrone, Chief of Staff, and with me is LaDonna Castanuela, Director of Charitable Bingo Operations. Pursuant to Senate Bill 3070, and in light of the adoption of the administrative rules at the August 21st, 2025 meeting, we are seeking your consideration and appointment of the Bingo Advisory Committee. Staff recommend that the existing members of the committee be appointed. One member is resigning, so there will be one vacancy. The following individuals are recommended for your consideration for reappointment. Presiding Officer William Trace Smith, Tommy Duncan Jr., Jason Pohl, Melody Green, Veronica Urigas, Floyd Olive, Victor Kuykendall, and Audrey Walter. These individuals' applications are in your materials, and they represent a balance of interests, including the public, charities that operate bingo games, and commercial and charity lessors that participate in the bingo industry. We are happy to answer any questions that you may have, and if there are none, we ask you to consider accepting the recommendation to appoint members before you today to the Charitable Bingo Advisory Committee.
Thank you, Sam. Any questions, Commissioner?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
If I understand, these are all reappointments, correct?
Yes,
And the applications, what is in the package date back to May 28, 2024. That was the time of submittal, so it's basically, it's not TDLRs, but it's basically what's coming over to us, and we are basically looking at those and continuing. And
That-
these are all the current advisory members working right now, correct?
one member is resigning, so 8 members are seeking to continue service. And there will be 1 position open for application.
Okay, Chair, you ready to accept a motion?
Yes, sir.
I move to accept,
Wait, I'm sorry. Any other comments? I apologize. Sure. Okay, go ahead.
I move to accept the recommendations of the staff with the condition that they come back at the October 28th meeting for the terms for the members.
Okay. Okay, so the motion, be able to articulate that maybe, accepting them up the advisory board.
Advisory board
With
recommendation.
the idea that October 28th, we will have the signed staggered.
Staggered terms, that's
Okay.
correct.
Is there a second to that motion?
Second.
Okay, any further discussion?
Yes, sir. I was just to clarify why, we have many advisory boards for all of our different programs. And those are staggered terms. This is the only one that's not, if I'm correct, so we're just trying to comport or have this advisory board comport with all of our others. Right, so that not everybody leaves at one time, leaving us bereft of any counsel and advice in this particular program. So it's a good practice to get into. So just wanted to give some context to it.
Any further comments?
That's it.
All right, we have a motion, we have a second. All those in favor say aye. Opposed? Sorry, guys, got a delay there. Motion carries. Thank you, Sienna. Thank you, Don. All right, commissioners, we're going to item I. I think Commissioner Weston, you're gonna speak to this, and then I think Courtney's gonna add, yeah.
I'm gonna share some things. As y'all can well imagine, merging 2 major commissions within the state of Texas is not easy. And the timeline that we started with back in July and the actual 4 days that we've had has been mentioned a number of times up here. So going through this, you got to understand we have all the same systems that are in TDLR that were in the lottery. So human resources obviously was the first one because we want to make sure everybody gets merged in, gets paid. There were a few hiccups on the CAP system, but the DPA and the TLC staff all of that was successfully merged and transferred, to in our program. So that's been fine. Financing transitioned very nicely with all the systems that were accessible and functional. Another important aspect was IT. As we all know, in today's world, IT runs a lot of stuff, or we at least have to be talking to everybody. And they've done a great job of merging the systems together and enabling access to both systems so that everything has started up since 9/1 very well. General counsel did an outstanding job putting together emergency rules that we've looked at before today. And they've been in the Texas Register. And we're in the process of appointing the lottery advisory committee persons that we just did today. Special counsel is doing a great job on reviewing contracts to ensure that we have services needed to run the agency and are compliant, with SB 3070. There's been media requests, obviously, on this. Staff has had interviews with the Texas Tribune, Spectrum News, both have had positive stories on the merger. We have a quarterly report that's due to the LBB. That report will have key milestones and administrative changes that will have been made, and as well as regulatory changes we have to make to facilitate the transfer. But we're on track to have all of that done too. There's been a lot of work in a short period of time, and I want to thank everybody on the work group for a job well done. I'm going to defer to Glenn if he has anything that he wants to throw in that I didn't get mentioned, but everybody's done yeoman's work, and I think we all should be proud of, one, the goal of what the legislature wanted us to do and the ease with which we've been able to get it all going as of 9/4 today.
Courtney, you have any comments?
I don't. Glenn or I can come up if you have questions. I would just echo and thank you, Dr. Wesson, for representing those facts. I want to say thank you to all the staff on both sides. If people were not working together and honoring the core values, this would not have happened. It has been as smooth as you can imagine for with a 10-week window for us to have accomplished what we were able to accomplish. And now we'll start the work of looking to see where we take the best practices of either sets of policies and really start to integrate and become one agency and keep the programs all operating. But I'm very proud of the organizational structure and the team. There's also a lot more flexibility across the agency now of starting to communicate and get together and get to know each other. So it'll feel a lot more like a more traditional transition going forward, which is I think, a relief for everyone.
Any other comments?
Yes, sir. Is it normal that once the lottery gets about $1 billion, it's pretty popular? I'm
It
just
is.
thinking, what were you doing to get it to $1 billion right there?
The data bears out that when it hits $1 billion, you see a real uptick in tickets, ticket sales, and multiple types of ticket sales. The term was used this morning with one of our stakeholders that it lifts all boats when it reaches $1 billion. So what serendipitous timing for us
Welcome.
as the new agency, right?
So one thing I think probably down the line, we need to start tracking up after certain stuff. Basically, if it's $1 billion, everything ticks up. Keep those as a statistic so we could see the pattern, what's coming up. I don't know if they may already have it.
The amount of data collection on this process is dizzying and well developed over time. There's a lot of data to show that year over year, week over week.
Mr. Chair, we're working on commission, right?
No, they're not. We will double your pay. All right. Glenn, you have anything?
Yes, sir.
You sure? Okay. All right. Last pick. All right. I don't blame you. I wouldn't say anything either. Commissioners, one thing I want you guys to understand is we build these commission agendas. This will be popping up as we learn and move through the lottery and the bingo system. And the best practices is going to be one of the initiatives. I talked to the staff. I made them very fully aware that nobody has a monopoly on the best way to do things. So that it is going to be a learning environment, which gives us two very important qualities. One is that we can find out what that operation looks like on their end and see how we can adopt those things. But also, there's going to be challenges of adapting cultures and ideas. And so we're going to make sure that happens as much as possible. I enjoy talking to the staff. I can't, they're over here earlier. There you are. Thank you. Enjoy talking to you guys and looking forward to working with you guys. And if there's any commission questions on as far as going through any issues that you have, make sure you work through the work group that Chairman Wesson on that work group is working through. Okay. All right. Thank you. Courtney, executive reports.
We don't have anything else for today.
That's it?
So,
Right. All right. We have a future. Is there anything I'm missing, Doug? Am I missing something?
No, sir. Your next meeting is scheduled for October 28th.
Good. October 28th. Commissioners, are you good with that? Let me know if you can't make that.
What time?
8 a.m. It's a Tuesday.
8:30.
8:30, sorry. You be here at 8. You be here at 8. You were late. So we're gonna have a conversation after this meeting. All right. Any other comments? I'll take a motion.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any adjourned?
Thank you.
Yeah, you went on it. It's for me, actually.